Okay, so in this section we're going to look at collections and what do we mean by collections. Let's just go on to this website here and we'll go down to, I guess, data types. It might be in there, and then we've got collections over here. So collections, what are they? There's 4 different types of collections in total, but there's 2 main ones. The main ones are the list and then the dictionary, but then it's also tuples, and then there is also sets in between. So the first collection that we're going to take a look at is a list, and in fact let's just copy out some of this text from the list, and we'll move this away off the screen, and we'll paste our collections into here, or in fact we'll call it lists to start with. Right, so what is a list? A list, first of all, is enclosed in square brackets, so any variable could be a list, and all we need to do is have it in square brackets. This particular variable here, which is A on line number 6, is an empty list at this point in time, but let's just populate our list with some numbers. Now, lists start from index 0, and what we see here are the actual values. So the indices are 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the values in this particular list are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that might be a little bit easier to understand when we look at a list of strings, because here our list is Alice. So we've got a list of names here, and our list is Alice, Bob, and Charlie. And the index 0, so that we don't confuse our indices for our values, our index 0 is of value Alice, our index 1 is of value Bob, and our index 2 is of value Charlie. So we could actually observe this. So let's create a little bit of spacing there. So we've got a list of integers, we've got a list of strings, and then we've got a list of mixed data types. Python lets us mix our data types. We can have a string, we can have an integer, we can have a string, we can have a floating point number, and we can have a boolean. We can have any of our data types in there, and we'll see that in fact strings are even more adaptable than this, but we'll move into that in a later section. So if we just wanted to, so at this point in time we could just write, we could call back any of our lists. So we could say like numbers or print numbers. So let's just do print numbers, and we see that we get back our list of numbers. And likewise we could do print names, and we would get back our list of names. And finally we could do mixed, so our mixed types, and we will get back our list of mixed data types. But let's say we just wanted to extract one value from one of the lists. So for example, if we wanted to extract Charlie from the names list, how would we do that? Well, we know that Charlie exists in the names list, and the way of extracting a particular index value from the list is just with the square brackets, and we put its index position. But we just need to remember that the indices, and this again is for most languages, indices tend to start at the value of 0. So this is index number 0, this is index 1, and this is index 2. So if we wanted to extract Charlie, then we would do print names 2, and we see that we get back Charlie.